I am a steward of my treasure.
I am a steward of my treasure.
I am a steward of my treasure.
We are stewards of our treasure.
Trust to be a steward of Christ's treasure.
Trusted to be a steward of Christ's treasure to me means really taking responsibility and given a blessing and being responsible for that and being trusted to really be a steward and watching over that. There's been many times in my life where there's been times when I've felt that I've stretched a little thin, and I'm not really sure if I had the finances to really do what I needed to do for the church. And every time that I've kind of gone out and I've gotten out of the boat, so to speak, it's always been rewarded back.
Treasure Christ, love missions, trust praying. A long time ago, I said to a missionary who was here at the church, his name was Sai Satao, he was a medical missionary in India, and I said, Sai, in Jesus' eyes, comparing you as a Christian and myself, I said, there's no comparison. You're over there giving your life daily, hourly, sometimes you don't sleep. He said, Dick, that's not true. He said, without you, I couldn't be there. And that was so meaningful to me that he made me realize that I was just as important to the Lord Jesus as he is. Even though he's on the firing line, without me, he couldn't be there. Financially, we were so involved with him and his mission, and it taught me so much about giving dollars.
Praying for giving treasure to God. Every year when we're called upon to consider our pledge for the following year, my wife and I discuss where we are, where we're going. In the last years we've had college tuitions, we've had in the last year 2 weddings that we had to fund, and took all that into consideration and then said, but what is God's fair share from this, and what can we give, and what do we want to give? And we talk about it and come and then pledge that amount. And then during the year we work hard to make sure that we're complying with our pledge, and at times we've been lucky enough to be able to exceed it.
I would encourage members of our church to look inside themselves, to realize that the Lord has blessed them with many gifts, and to just not be fearful of giving whatever it is.
I tithe. When the pledge is due, I put in 10% of my gross income, and then I worry about giving out of the 90% that's left, because Jesus didn't give me 10%. He didn't worry about how much he was giving me and whether he was going to keep the balance. He gave everything. He gave it all. So I also give out of that 90% that I have left. And it's a joy and a pleasure.
My prayer for the congregation would be that each person, each family is able to pray and decide, within themselves and their household, what and how they should be stewards of God's treasure.
I would want the congregation to reflect on what they have as an individual or as a family, and to realize where it all came from. And in that realization, to want passionately to give back to God for his purposes.
Christ is my treasure.
I will spend myself.
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 I will spend myself. I will spend myself.
I will spend myself.
I will spend myself.
I will spend myself.
I will spend myself for Christ.